everything he said there was everything that he said there fair? Anything you'd like to comment on from that?
It's been a really slow week. Yeah.
Yeah, boss.
I didn't want to get out of bed.
Congratulations on Yaira!
No. Wait. Congratulations to y'all. First and foremost. That's where we need to make sure that getting credit for it. You know, I've talked about this a million times for, you know, this little record that we had with ISOM, the fact that the Soskas are a part of that record now broken. Couldn't happen to any better people, you know, for sure. Like this is, I know everybody's going to love the story that you guys have. It's amazing. And yeah, you guys deserve each, like all of the love and admiration that you're getting. You deserve it. You guys killed it. You knocked it out the park.
What did they do?
Everything. If you guys have not seen the behind the scenes, right?
Which is awesome, by the way.
Which, yeah, I mean, shout out to Steve and everybody that was part of the edit. That was amazing. But Soskas brought up that it was almost like a nanny kind of situation, right? You know, I created Yaira, passed it on to them, right? And that's a great way to put it. And, you know, she's in really good hands with them. And they had a tall order. Obviously, it's a very hyped character, right? Everybody has been anticipating this as ISOM #1.
Yeah.
And they just absolutely killed it. They understood the character and fleshing her out. They have that responsibility, and they did it in a perfect way. They did it in a great way. And Deborah did a good job of you know, storytelling alongside them through the art. So it's just everything about this I'm just so proud of, man. It was a fun time, man. Amazing.
Thank you for the opportunity, boss. You're letting us live our dreams. I mean, it was one thing being handed Black Widow and saying, hey, can you fix her? It's totally different being like, here's this character. Let's develop her together. To be part of the Rippaverse during these developmental years. Wow. It's just such an honor and a privilege, boss. I'm just so grateful.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, did you think this would happen, boss?
No. I obviously we knew that it was going to be a success. That was anticipated, but a lot had to happen for ISOM 1 to blow up in the way that it did. A lot had to. It was the timing. It was so, and it's impossible to kind of replicate that. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, it's going to be successful. Even, of course, we've discussed him as was confident as anybody. It's like, it's going to hit $1 million.
I told you like 2 months ago. Yeah. I said this is gonna. I got a feeling this is gonna give ISOM 2 a run for its money.
Yeah, and it is, and it for sure is. As you guys have seen it, it is already at nearing 1.1 million, and it hit $1 million in 24 hours. I mean, that beat ISOM 1. So no, I did not anticipate that this was going to happen. I figured it'd be successful, but this successful. It just goes to show that, you know, this is real. This whole thing is legit, man. It's whether it be the world itself, the character, everything is legit. There's a legit audience surrounding it, and I'm just glad that we're in a position to keep giving them stuff that they want. This is what it's about. This is why we do what we do. You know, I don't create just simply for myself. That's not how I operate. I try to put my myself in the seat of the customer. Like, so yes, it's therapeutic still, but I'm more so looking at it from the customer's perspective. This is why I'm always talking about like why I don't do stuff for my like peers, right? I don't do because they see it differently. Everybody sees it differently than the general customer. So the fact that there's an audience for it, the fact that they actually want this, and they're showing that they actually want this through the support and buying up the books. I can't remember where we were at last time. We might have crossed 13,000 books sold, which is insane. So
wow.
It's unreal. This whole thing is unreal. So again, I didn't expect it. That's a long-winded answer, but no, I did not expect that. I did not expect this to do what it was going to do.
It's crazy. It's like the privilege of a lifetime. And for me, because we started in theater, your audience was right there. So you know if you did a good job or anything. So for us afterwards, it was just going through all the tweets and all the people. And it was just so exciting to see the reaction. Like people being like, me and my kids are up watching the live action. I'm like, what? That that's like cool. For me as a kid, that would have inspired me to do what you've done. So it's just kind of cool to see the love everywhere.
That's what's up. I agree. I'm right there with you to see it play out the way that it has been. I think there's We've been looking on the back end on a lot, and there's a lot of new guys that have got in on it as well. People that were like, it was like they were waiting for it. So it's really cool. It's really cool to see these gaps kind of being bridged, because we understand our audience now, but we want to continue to expand as well. And the fact that there's new people giving us a shot. You mentioned the live action and some of the other things that we have. There's people that were not maybe into it before that got introduced to it through that, right? And became customers, or at least at minimum want to keep tabs on us to see what we have up our sleeve next. And that's fun. The statue is another example of which we hope we get right at 2 million. That's another thing. It's like you're entering into a new playing field, and hopefully those guys that are really into that statue and toy market will then become comic book buyers. So it's all about extending the reach of this company and just continuing to grow. Get better in every aspect. And I think we show it with each release that we have, that we're listening to the audience, we're hearing what it is our customers want, and we're trying to provide them with that. Thanks for watching. Be sure to head over to Rippaverse.com to check out our comic book company. We have books, plenty of merchandise, and even some glorious animations from Rippaverse Studios. Next up, possibly our most anticipated book thus far, Yaira.